Goodness comes and evil goes. Kimungo.
Kimungo Ukombozi, Kimungo Ukombozi, Kimungo Ukombozi, divine liberty, divine liberation, divine freedom, and all that will bring for African people wherever we happen to be on the face of this earth. Karibu, welcome. My name is Kwende, and today we're going to get into another important subject, and that subject is strive to build African economy from the core of spiritual cultural fabric. As with any grand construction of African life, and of course, grand civilization is of pinnacle expression, the role of the builder is key. And just like grand civilization requires its builders, so too does its essential component of economy. And so African people throughout the ages have been exceptional builders of their own self-determined, self-governed economy. And if we were to liken the building process in metaphorical terms to the construction of a house, well, at the foundation is the land which African people are the natural custodians of, and also the self, which is naturally self-governed in rightful order. Then, of course, there are other elements to the house's the construction of a house. Its structure has to be put in place. Here then, the self-determined spiritual and cultural fabric that gives the values and the directed energy of spirit towards economic engagement and economic empowerment is another part of the building process. Now, of course, in the interrupted state as we find ourselves in because of the ma'afa of recent centuries, there is restoration to take place for the African to be fully flourishing again. And certainly, self-knowingness is key in that. Ujamaa as a cultural value from the Nguzo Saba of the Kwanzaa observance means cooperative economics. And then, of course, there's the spiritual formulation of Asbok, African spirituality by way of Kwanzaa, where the role of builder is energized and given spiritual focus throughout the various levels of the self, the person self, whether as the African masculine man or the African feminine woman, the harmonious and complementary male-female union, the African family, the African community, the African nation, the African world community at large. So these are highly accessible spiritual and cultural formulations that are at one with each other and available to African souls wherever we are in the world. So let us, with that, move to the portion of the program entitled Quotation Vibration. The quotation for today comes from the single by Labi Sifri entitled Something Inside So Strong, and this beautifully links together spirit and economy. The phrase, something inside so strong, speaks to that African spirit, speaks to that deeply rooted substance of being that Africans have such an abundance of. And in the song, he also says, you squander wealth that's mine, speaking to the plight of African souls. The song contains much else, and it's highly inspirational and informative at the same time. So do take a listen if you're not familiar. It's a classic. And I'd just like to take the time to thank all the supporters of the channel, all of those that have engaged in the season of economic focus, and look forward to more content forthcoming, and in line with the various quotations that have been shared throughout this time. We'll continue the inspiration and continue the information. So with that, food for thought, and surely it is food for thought. Kimunga Ukombozi, Kimunga Ukombozi, Kimunga Ukombozi, divine liberty, divine liberation, divine freedom, and all that that will bring for African people, wherever we happen to be on the face of this earth.
Restore your economy, your own economy. It's in you. It's inside of you. Bring forth that living spirit in you.